So you're looking at Lift Curriculum and thinking, what do I get for $297 for an entire year? Hi, I'm Kurt Goebel, and I'm the creative director here at Lift. And today I want to give you an overview of everything that Lift has to offer. But first, I want to see if I can name off every single one of our curriculum's components in 60 seconds, which is going to be a challenge because there are a lot of them. So let's put 60 seconds on the clock, and here we go. Get set for your preschoolers with the parent and volunteer email, a social media post, a welcome activity, a wiggle tamer, 2 worship song videos, a creatively told Bible story, a Jesus-centered lesson, a craft, table time options with discussion questions, and a parent take-home sheet. Each monthly series has a 1s and 2s lesson to repeat every week. The elementary lessons also include a parent and volunteer email, a social media post, and an icebreaker activity, a group game, an object lesson, a Jesus-centered message, a large group memory verse activity, a small group memory verse activity, a K through 2nd grade discussion guide, a 3rd through 5th grade discussion guide, and a parent take-home page. You also get a craft and an activity sheet and a word search. Every monthly series includes a countdown video and 3 worship videos. Each week you get a game video, a Bible story video, and a review game video. There are also slides for service components and teaching the message. A plug-and-play PowerPoint file has all the content prepped and ready to go with minimal editing, and this can also be opened in Keynote or Google Slides or imported into ProPresenter or MediaShout, and you get VBS for free. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, I know. All right, that's the 60-second version. Now for the 3-hour-long version. Just kidding. We're going to take just a few minutes and click through the resources in our free sample series, and so that you can see everything that's included and how to access it. All right, here we are on liftcurriculum.com, and I'm going to click try it for free, enter my email address, and that's it. No credit card required. I just click download now, and it takes me straight to the download page for our sample series on the book of James called That's Different. We've got 2 folders here, one for preschool and one for elementary, and you can do this one of 2 ways. You can download each of the folders to your computer, or you can explore each folder online and just download the components that you need. For our purpose today, I'm just going to go ahead and download everything. I double-click the zip files to decompress them, and then I can just get rid of those zip files. Now I can explore the folders on my own computer. Let's start by checking out a preschool lesson. Page 1 has an overview and a suggested schedule. This call-out box on the right here, it lists some of the resources that are easily accessed outside of this document. Page 2 is a prep sheet, so we don't have to search through the lesson with a highlighter and make a list to figure out all the things that we need. Page 3 has a social media post and an email you can send to parents, volunteers, or both. Now, copying text out of a PDF can get real weird real fast, so we've included an editable Word document with the same content, and I'll show you where that is in just a minute. The welcome sheet has some suggested activities for when your kiddos arrive, and each week it has a different engagement question for leaders to ask the children when they show up. Lesson time starts with a wiggle tamer activity to get those wiggles out. It then lists the provided worship song videos and goes on to share the story. For preschoolers, we usually do one story throughout a series, but every week that story is told in a different and creative way. The lesson also teaches a different concept each week. Each lesson ends with a memory verse motion activity and a prayer. Now, each series includes one lesson that's taught using pictures, and we provide those pictures formatted for printing out and formatted for displaying on a screen. Next up, we have table time options. For group leaders, there's a game, the memory verse activity, and discussion questions. Finally, there's a Make It Stick take-home page with an overview and discussion prompts so that parents can follow up with their kids. For each series, the preschool file also includes a simple 1s and 2s lesson that can be repeated week to week. Here in the resource folders, you'll find those editable lesson files as well as copy-paste communication. Each week's craft includes instructions, sample images, and a printable resource if one is required for that craft. Each series also includes 2 fun worship song videos. Now let's check out elementary. Again, we've got this call-out box that lists some of the resources that aren't found in the lesson document. We've been asked why we don't just include everything in this document, and the answer is that we want it to be neat, clean, and simple to navigate. The elements that not everyone uses are easily accessible in the resource files. We've got our overview here and our suggested order of service, and then a page with midweek prep, parent and volunteer communication, and your social media post. And as with preschool, editable versions of these files are provided. The icebreaker activity is an interactive and fun way to kick things off. Then you've got a couple prompts here to show you the provided game video and the 3 provided worship videos. We'll talk more about these media prompts in a minute. To set up the lesson, you've got 2 options. One is always going to be a group game that leads to a certain point. The other is always going to be an object lesson. You can choose to do one or both of these. Then here we've got the Bible story video prompt, which we'll revisit when we talk about these prompts. The lesson ends with a short prayer followed by a memory verse activity that's designed for kids in a large group type setting, and then another prompt for a review game video. Now we've mentioned a bunch of videos, so let's go ahead and check them out. Each series comes with a 10-minute countdown video and 3 worship videos. Every week, you get an interactive game video, a Bible story video, and a lesson review quiz video. You also get resource slides that go with each part of the service and message slides for teaching the lesson. All of these media elements are also provided as a plug-and-play service that's packaged in a PowerPoint file. If you don't use PowerPoint, you can easily open this file in Keynote, Google Slides, or just about any deck presenter. It can also be imported into playback software like ProPresenter or MediaShout. And this is where those prompts come in. Whenever you see that little play button, you'll know that there's a video or image to go along with it. If you want to use the message slides, just select them all and drag them up under the lesson time slide, and boom, you're ready to click right along with the manuscript. We also provide some extra slides like the memory verse in alternative translations and blanks so that you can add your own text. Elementary has 2 craft activity options. You can use the traditional craft, which is often the same as that week's preschool craft, or you can use our self-directed activity. This is usually 1 page, sometimes 2, and it's designed to be intuitive and require minimal supplies. You print it out, you set it out, your kids figure it out. If you're not a glitter and glue person, this is a great option for you. Each week, you'll also get a coloring page and a word search. These, along with the self-directed activity, are perfect for group discussion time, which we'll get into in a minute, but you can obviously use these in a variety of ways. Now, let's go back to the lesson document and check out our group discussion guides. One for lower elementary and one for the upper grades. These start with Talk and Play, which is designed to set the stage for great conversations, helping kids to feel comfortable, to relax, and enjoy this time of interaction. All the details about Talk and Play are available in the Talk and Play guide. Then there's a small group memory verse activity, followed by a simple prayer, and finally, a take-home sheet for parents with lots of thoughtful conversation starters. At Lift, we are passionate about teaching Jesus every week, and we're also passionate about offering lots of premium resources at a price that any church can afford. If you haven't already, you can try Lift out for free. Just visit liftcurriculum.com and click Try It for free.